guys, good day. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Glad to have you on. I hope you have seen my previous videos on Scale Network, where I talked about the gaming dApps on Scale Network and the updates from the month of August. If you're here to see them, you can go to the YouTube page and check them out. You could learn a thing or two about Scale Network from the videos. You would learn a lot about Scale Network from the videos. So today we'll be talking about scale ups. So scale ups are basically a scale chain designated for use by a specific group of projects. Now think about an industry that has different departments, and each department is to carry out a particular function, a specific function. Or think about, today in the technology world, we have different use cases, we have different sectors under the technology industry. So in that sense, scale ups are basically subunits of the scale. They are subunits of scale ecosystem, where similar projects form a group and they represent a kind of shared compute environment. Yeah, so now projects that have similar functions or similar missions, or that are solving the same problem within the blockchain industry, they would fall under the same org. So that is basically the idea behind the scale up. So scale up is a scale chain designated for use by a specific group of projects or for use by projects in a particular category or industry. Ops represents a shared compute environment for projects that do not need the whole of scale ecosystem, but they can merge with an individual scale chain and still be a part of the scale ecosystem. I hope that with this little explanation you already grab the idea of what the scale up is. Now before we check out the importance of the ops, let's check out the ops on the scale network. So there are basically four distinct hubs on Scale Network, and I will start with Europa Hub. Europa Hub is like the DeFi. It is actually the DeFi hub on Scale Network. Then we have Nebula Gaming Hub. Then we have Calypso, the NFT hub, and we have Titan, the community hub. So what are the importance of these hubs on Scale? Scale chains are very powerful. Most powerful projects will not need the total resources of a scale chain. However, they can still benefit from the power of scale by joining a scale hub. So when a project wants to join scale, they might not require all the resources available on scale chain. Let's say a gaming project wants to join the scale network. They might not require the resource for an NFT project. So it is easier for them to just merge with or join the gaming hub on scale network and utilize the resources that have been provided for gaming dApps on scale network. Hubs leverage a shared compute model similar to traditional cloud computing. For example, many projects use shared servers when using popular cloud providers, as they do not need a whole server. However, as projects grow, they may need dedicated resources as they scale up their server. Scale enables projects to build in a similar style, whereupon, as being a chain, they can migrate to their own. So building when a dApp builds on scale kind of nurtures them to the level where when they want to merge and stand on their own as a chain, that would be easy and seamless for them. Scale is one of the best blockchain network out there because it offers a lot of resources and an avenue for projects to grow and scale into bigger solutions. Now let's go back to the hubs and check out the active hubs on Scale Network. We have mentioned the 4 distinct hubs on Scale Network, and each of these hubs is controlled by various teams in the developer community, and they represent a location for applications building in the same space to operate and share resources. So basically, one hub is like a location for similar applications where they can operate within the same space and they can share resources. So looking into the community hub, which is the Titan hub. So this hub basically is the hub for projects that are focusing on community building. The Titan Community Hub is a scale chain that focuses on offering projects focused on building communities to have a place to operate without the full need of a scale chain. Projects that fit this category include, before we get to that, now for this community of the Titan Hub on Scale Network, it is designated to projects that are focusing on building communities. So you wouldn't find a gaming project within the Titan hub. But basically projects that are focusing on building communities, this is where you would find them on Scale Network under the Titan hub. So projects that fall under this category include decentralized autonomous organization, that is DAO projects. Then we have decentralized services. We have Oracle or information based projects. And we have projects unrelated to DeFi, gaming, or NFTs. Projects that are basically not related to DeFi, gaming, and NFT, they fall under this category. And other core information based projects also fall under this category. DAOs and decentralized services, they fall under this Titan Hub category of Scale Network. So that is that about the Titan Community Hub. Now going on to Europa DeFi Hub. So before we get into it, the Europa Hub is basically the DeFi Hub on Scale Network, and projects that are involved in decentralized finance, they will be grouped under this hub within the Scale ecosystem. The Europa Hub is a scale chain that offers a number of benefits to the Scale ecosystems um, and the primary purpose is to offer projects building in the decentralized finance space to have a place to utilize shared compute within the Scale network. So every DeFi dApp on Scale network, you would find them under Europa Hub. However, the Europa Hub also solves a key issue that is naturally inherited by multi-chain network: liquidity fragmentation. So aside being the DeFi hub for Scale network, Europa Hub also solves liquidity fragmentation, so that the liquidity will be in one place and will be aggregated. They wouldn't they will not be scattered all over the place. I think that is what liquidity fragmentation means here. So they will be within one within a dApp, within a particular application, and they wouldn't just be minute and spread all over. So projects that fit under the Europa of decentralized exchanges like the Ruby exchange on Scale network. Then we have lending and borrowing and derivatives. So if a lending and borrowing project wants to start building on Scale, they'll join the Europa hub. We also have the Nebula Hub. Nebula Hub is basically the gaming hub on Scale ecosystem. So if you're finding a gaming dApp on Scale ecosystem, you find them under Nebula Hub. The Nebula Gaming Hub is a scale chain focused on supporting the fast-growing gaming ecosystem on the Scale network. With zero gas fees, the Nebula Gaming Hub enables projects deployed on other EVM, that's Ethereum virtual machine based chains, to quickly and easily migrate to a zero cost gas environment. So if a gaming project is looking into deploying on Scale network to offer its users the zero gas fee feature, they would they'll be added to the Nebula hub. And some of the projects that fall under this category include browser games, desktop games, mobile games, and Web3 games. So an ordinary browser game onboarding to blockchain could use Scale Network as an avenue, and they'll be added to the Nebula hub. Now the next one we check out here is a Calypso NFT hub. So this is the NFT hub on Scale Network, and basically all projects on Scale that are focusing on NFT, they'll be categorized under this hub. They'll be found under this hub. Calypso NFT hub is a Scale chain that enables creators and projects created non-fungible token-based application in a gas-free manner. Additionally, projects building on dedicated Scale chains can utilize Calypso for NFT-related utilities, such as NFT marketplaces, without having to build their own. So now, if an NFT project is building on Scale Network and they do not have an NFT marketplace, they can utilize NFT marketplaces on Calypso Hub on Scale Network without the need of having to build theirs. And some of the projects that fall under these categories are creators, games launching, in-game digital assets, and marketplaces. So basically, those are the 4 hubs on Scale Network. And remember, they serve different purposes, and they are an aggregate of projects with different use cases and specific functions on Scale Network. We have the Titan Community Hub, we have Europa DeFi Hub, Nebula Gaming Hub, and Calypso NFT Hub. So that will be all for today's video. See you again in the next. Thank you.